hips or that low back is sore, grab your block or a pillow, whatever you have nearby, and just have a little seat. Roll those shoulders back and down. Let the eyes close. Tucking that chin under just a little bit so you can lengthen through the back of the neck. And just start to release into that breath. Allow that mind to let go of any thoughts, anything that does not involve being on your mat. Reminding yourself there's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. Just staying present right now. Feel each inhale open you up, pulling in all of that nice, clean, fresh, new air. And exhale out any of that stress, any tension, anything you've carried with you. Feel that breath expanding, opening up the front, the side, the back of the rib cage. And exhale, release it all out. As we inhale, sit up a little bit taller. And exhale, release that left ear towards that left shoulder. Inhaling, come back up to the center. Exhale, releasing other side. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, release that chin down towards your chest. Inhaling that chin up towards the sky. And come back to the center. Let's roll those shoulders back and down. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up overhead. Really reaching up. Palms can touch if that feels good. If not, no worries. Big inhale up. And as we exhale, goalpost the arms. Pull those shoulder blades together, maybe raising up that chin. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And as we exhale, bring that left hand down to the mat, right arm open overhead. We can look up, forward, or down, whatever feels the best here on your neck. Really feel that stretch come up that right side body. Coming into a gentle twist here, releasing that right hand down. Pull ourselves up, stack those vertebrae on top of each other while we take that twist. Left hand either on the mat or on that low back. And as we inhale, come back to the center, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, goalpost the arms, raise that chin, raise that chest. Inhale those arms up. Exhale that right arm down, left arm over. Same thing as before, nice big stretch here. Twisting on this side, release that left arm down, pull ourselves up nice and tall. Take that twist. We'll come back to the center, sweep the arms all the way up. And as we exhale, we'll make our way to that tabletop position. So if you were on that block or sitting on anything, just move it out of the way. We are stacked here, so if those wrists need a little bit of love, go up and come up on those fists for wrists here, keeping those thumbs out. Belly button nice and flat. We're extending through that spine. Quick glance between those knees. If you can see your feet, move them so they're invisible. Inhale, releasing into cow pose. Belly button down, tailbone up, chin up. Roll those shoulders back and now really push the ground away. We're going to take a breath or two here. No rush. And as you exhale, make your way to cat pose. Arch that back, tuck that chin, tuck that tailbone. Again, pushing that ground away. And flow through here at your own breath pace. Inhaling to cow. And when you're ready, exhale to cat. And find any additional movement you need here. Rolling the hips, the shoulders, the head. And really just breathe into it. If you find a spot that feels good, by all means, stay there. We're going to go ahead and do one more of each, meeting back in that neutral tabletop. Bringing that left hand a little more towards the midline of the body. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Exhale, we're going to thread that needle, but just hover here. Inhale, bring that arm up. Exhale, thread and hover. One more, inhale up. And as we exhale, this time we're going to release down. Right shoulder, right temple. That left hand can stay on the mat. Maybe it wants to reach towards the front of the mat. Keeping yourself from collapsing into that shoulder, into that throat. Nice and strong here. And if we've moved that left arm, bring it back by the shoulder, push through that hand. Inhale, sweep the arm, right arm all the way up. Let's exhale, bring that hand down to the mat, other side. Inhale, raise that left arm up. We're gonna exhale, sweep through, thread that needle and hover. Inhale, sweeping the arm up. Exhale, thread the needle and hover. Once more, let's inhale up. And as we exhale, thread that needle, release down, shoulder, temple. Right arm staying where it is, or reaching overhead. We'll bring that right hand back by that shoulder, push through, inhale, sweep the left arm all the way up. Exhale, release that hand down to the mat. Bring those big toes together. We're gonna bring those knees nice and wide, lots of breathing room here while we release into child's pose. And in this child's pose, let that forehead rest on something, whether it's the stacked hands, a block, or the mat. We just want to be able to release that neck. Feel that breath coming into the back of the body. Breathing in, expanding the back of the heart. The back of the lungs. All the way down to the back of the hips. Maybe nodding that head to side as if you're massaging out the forehead, the third eye. Go ahead and extend those arms out nice and far in front of you. Fingers spread nice and wide. And remember, if we're having any wrist or elbow issues today, we can turn those pointer fingers out a little bit towards the corners of the mat. Rock up on the knees, curl the toes under, make your way to your first downward facing dog. It's your first down dog, so pedal it out, shimmy it out, shake it out. Find all the movement that you need here. When you come to rest, shoulders nice and wide. Belly button pulled in nice and strong, lifting that tailbone up, pushing those thighs to the back of the room. Lengthen from the crown of the head all the way to the tailbone. And if bending those knees feels better today, go ahead, take a good bend in the knees. We're going to inhale up on those tiptoes nice and high. Exhale, release those heels down. Inhaling up nice and high. And exhale down. One more. Inhaling up, and as we exhale, modified puppy. Bend the knees, belly to thighs, thighs to belly. Stick that tailbone straight up to the sky. Give it a little wiggle. Look up between our hands. That's where we want our feet. Hop, skip, walk, or jump. Find that forward fold. Hands resting anywhere from the mat, the calves to the opposite elbows. Rock side to side here, like an elephant trunk. And if they're not there, bring those hands to those calves. Inhale, half lift, pull those shoulders back, belly button in. Exhale, release down. Good, bend in those knees, push through those feet. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, bring the arms up. As we exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Go ahead and step that left foot back. Release that left knee down to the mat. Back toes curled in or flat. This is your choice. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, goalpost the arms, sink a little deeper. Beautiful. Keep that left hip pulled forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's exhale, sweep those arms back behind us. Straighten that right leg. Flex that foot nice and slow. Drop that chest down. Inhale, coming back up. Find that low lunge. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, bring the arms up. And as we exhale, release that left arm down, right arm up, take that twist. Feel free to let that right knee drop open. Go ahead and bring the hand right down, right inside that right foot. Curl those left toes under. Walking yourself into a wide leg straddle, forward fold, and adjust those feet as you need to. If you find that you're not getting the stretch you want at those hips, at the thighs, move those feet a little closer together. Those hands can rest anywhere from right below the shoulders, ankles, maybe through the legs. Rocking forward on those toes, back on the heels. Come to rest with the weight even here. Bringing those hands below the shoulders. Let's inhale, half lift. Walk those hands towards the back of the mat, towards that left foot. Release that right knee down to the mat. Again, back toes curled and or flat. This is going to be your choice. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up. Exhale, goalpost, sinking down. Pull that right hip forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sweeping the arms back, straighten that left leg, flex that left foot, drop that chest down. Inhale, coming back up to that lunge. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And as we exhale, release that right arm down, left arm up, taking that twist, let that left knee drop open. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Exhale, releasing that left hand down. Curl those toes under. Find that wide leg straddle, forward fold again. Maybe this time we're clasping those hands behind the back. Pulling those hands away from the body, shoulders away from the ears. And release those hands down to the mat. Walk those hands towards the front of the mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Again, pedaling it out, shifting it out. Find that movement that you need. We'll bring those feet together, big toes touching. Inhale up on the tiptoes. Exhale those heels down. Inhaling up on the tiptoes. Exhale the heels down. One more. Inhaling up, and as we exhale, modified puppy. Bend the knees, belly, thighs, thighs to belly. Hop, skip, walk, jump. Find that forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, release down. Good bend in those knees. Push through those feet. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to the mat. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, release down. Step that left foot back and release that left heel down. Front heel back arch alignment. Pinwheeling up with that left arm. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Taking that moment here to adjust. Hips nice and flat. Find that big toe inside of that right knee. Notice those shoulders. Stack them directly on top of the hips. You should feel that left glute engage here. Pushing that left foot, pinky to the heel, razor's edge of that foot into that mat while we extend those arms out. Roll those shoulders back and down. Look out nice and strong over that front middle finger. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And if the balance allows you, close the eyes. Turn those palms up to the sky. As we inhale, we're going to push through, straighten that front leg, bring those palms up. Notice those hips. Make sure we didn't pop that left hip. Keep them flat. Exhale, sink back to warrior 2. Pull that knee open, find that big toe. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale back. Warrior 2. Right palm to the sky. A little hinge forward and release into that reverse warrior. No weight on that backhand. Extend those arms out nice and far away from each other. Sink down a little deeper in that right knee. And as we exhale, pin with those arms down to the mat. Come up on the left toe, step it back. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Inhale up on the tiptoes. Exhale those heels down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. One more. Inhaling up, and as we exhale, bend the knees, belly to thighs, thighs to belly. Modified puppy. Hop, skip, walk, jump. Find that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Bend in those knees, push through those feet. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Step that right foot back. Release that right heel down. Pinwheel it up. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2 on this side. Taking that time to adjust around. Make your way into the pose. Roll those shoulders back and down. Look out nice and strong over that front middle finger. Find that breath. Sink a little deeper and let's turn those palms to the sky. Inhale, bring those arms up. Let those palms touch, maybe looking up. Exhale. Warrior 2. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, release down. 2 more like this. Let's inhale it up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn that left palm to the sky. Hinge forward and release, reverse warrior. Stretch those arms out, sink down. And pinwheel those arms down to the mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Walk those hands back to the feet here. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Like a rag doll, roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Roll those shoulders back and down. Reach the arms down. Getting ready for our tree pose. Put that weight in that right foot. Left foot can kickstand, come up to the calf, or come up to the thigh, but we're keeping that knee all the way open here. Mula Bandha, that root lock. We're pulling everything in, lifting up nice and tall. It is winter, it is snowy, your tree might not be in full bloom, so we can keep those branches in. If you are a tropical tree, feel free to extend those branches out. Let's go ahead and bring that knee in, flex that foot, give that knee a little hug, pull it up. Right hand's gonna stay on that left knee, bring that left hand to the hip. Slowly turn the shoulders. And if we can, look back over that left shoulder. We'll come back to the center, give that knee a little hug. Release it down, shake it out. Remember, balance is different day to day, side to side. So we'll put that weight on that left leg, kickstand out that right leg here. Lifting up nice and tall, deciding where this foot is going to go on this side. Remember, each side is very different. And again, let your branches be wherever they are at this moment in your time. Bring that knee in, flex that foot, give that knee a hug. Left hand is going to stay on that right knee. Right hand's going to come to that right hip. Turn those shoulders over that right hip. And if that balance allows you on this side, look out over that right shoulder. Come back to the center. Give that knee a hug. Release it down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Let's exhale, release down, walk it out. Final downward facing dog. Coming into pigeon pose, bringing that right knee to that right wrist. Left foot forward. We're going to walk that left leg back. Adjust yourself around here, remembering hips can be squared forward, but feel free to grab a prop, a blanket, a sweatshirt, whatever you have nearby if you need some support underneath that right hip. You can also put some of the blankets underneath that left foot if that bothers you. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, roll those shoulders back, big poofy pigeon chest. And as you exhale, roll down, release down, put that pigeon to sleep. Now, if that forehead isn't going to comfortably rest on the mat today, grab the block, pillow, whatever you have. Let that forehead rest so you can give that neck time off. If we find we need to do any adjustments while we're here, go right ahead. As the body releases, we may find we need to move around a little bit. And let's go ahead and roll ourselves up. Walk those hands back, roll those shoulders back. Coming into fire log pose, we're going to sweep that left leg around, stack it on top of that right. Both feet are flexed here, nice and active. Don't let the feet curl in. Sit up nice and tall, and as we exhale, release that chest down as far as it can go while keeping both sit bones on the mat. Let's roll ourselves up. We're going to come into pigeon on the other side. So we're going to release that left leg down, sweep that right leg back. And because we're coming into this from a different direction, take a moment here to really situate yourself. This side might be the tighter side. You may want your blanket or your sweatshirt on this side. Walk that right foot back nice and far. We're going to inhale up, pigeon poofy chest. Exhale, releasing down. Put that pigeon to sleep. And always remember, just because the forehead can touch the ground here, it might not feel the best for you. So you find you're not getting anything out of it, even though you are able to put that forehead on the ground, grab a block, a prop. See how that does. Checking in with that jaw, make sure we're not clenching it. Maybe parting the teeth, bringing the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And as we inhale, let's walk ourselves up. Roll those shoulders back. Fire log pose on the side. Sweep that right leg around. Feet stay nice and active, very flexed. Sit up nice and tall. And as we exhale, release that chest down. Inhaling, rolling ourselves up. Move any props out of the way. Bring those hands back behind the hips. Extend those legs out. Feet flexed here. Maybe lift those heels up. So wide legs straddle forward fold. I want you to think of those hip bones, and we're going to drop those hip bones forward. We're not worried about the chest or the head. We're worried about dumping out that pelvis here. So as we exhale, start to release those hip bones down, adjust those feet and legs. Any pain pinching or pulling, just scoot those feet closer together and release that chest down. Now notice if when you release that head, you lose that stretch. That tends to mean we've arched that back. So make sure we release that chest down, nice long flat spine. Let's inhale, roll ourselves up, bring the soles of the feet together. Extend those arms out in front. Nice big inhale here. As we exhale, slowly release down. When we get down, we'll inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, hug those knees in at the chest, roll them around. Let's goalpost the arms here. And as we exhale, release those knees over to the left. If we'd like that twist coming up the entire spine, look out over that right shoulder. And we'll inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, release, other side. Let's come back to the center, hug those knees, roll them around, placing those feet on the mat. Knees bent, heels as close to the sit bones as they're willing to go, and bring those hands down by those feet. We're going to walk those hands as if we're trying to grab onto the heels. No big deal if that is not available today. We're just doing that to keep some space between our chin and our chest. Notice how the knees are lined up with the feet. We want to keep them that way. If you find you want a wider stance, go right ahead. Just make sure the knees still stay stacked and aligned with the feet. Let's push that low back into the mat. Lift with that tailbone, rolling ourselves up. Bridge pose. Really lead with that belly, squeezing those glutes, lifting you up. And as you exhale, roll down, lower that back. Maybe hug the knees in at the chest, roll them around. Bring those feet back down to the mat. Curl those shoulders under. Inhale, coming back up to bridge pose. Legs active. Maybe clasping those hands underneath you, pulling those hands away. Lift those hips up even higher. And make sure you're breathing here. Now notice in this bridge pose, a lot of times we take those heels and try to kick them away from us. This time, try pulling them in, hugging them in, bringing them in towards the glutes. We can release those hands, roll that low back down, uncurl those shoulders, hug the knees in, rolling around. Extending those legs up towards the sky, nice and straight. Hands can grab anywhere from the thighs, the calves, ankles, maybe the feet. And we're going to pull those legs towards our face. Releasing into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bow and angle, soles of the feet together. Let those knees drop open, adjust hips and shoulders. Hands can rest on the thighs, or we can let the arms fall to the side. Let's go ahead and bring those knees together. Hug them at the chest. Happy baby if we'd like. Peace fingers can grab the big toes, rocking side to side, maybe extending out one leg at a time, or both legs. But whatever we're doing here, we're keeping that low back pushed into the mat. Come back in, hug those legs in, and release into your Shavasana. Either legs extended out nice and long on the mat, or if that low back prefers, knees bent and rested against each other. Hands can be at our side or one hand on our belly, the other on our heart. And either a nice soft gaze or let the eyes close and pull heavy in the back of your head. As you release that breath, relax the forehead, release the eyebrows, relaxing the jaw, maybe parting the teeth, bringing the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Releasing your throat. Do any final adjustments with the shoulders as we let that energy run down the arms and out the fingers. Relaxing that chest, the ribs, and that belly. Making any final adjustments to the hips. Releasing the thighs, the knees, the calves. And feel everything left within you, rolling down the feet and out of the toes. And if any movement starts to arise, just acknowledge it and let it go. Only focusing on each inhale and each exhale. If you'd like, you can stay here a little longer. Otherwise, begin wiggling the fingers and toes, nodding the head side to side, rolling the wrists and ankles. If you'd like, roll to your favorite side, maybe using that bottom arm as a pillow. And keeping those eyes closed, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Let's bow our head and bring our hands together at our heart. Taking this moment to thank yourself for coming in, for being present, for honoring your mind and body. And I thank you for being here